when you blow my whistle, baby, let me know.
What's going on, guys? This is Mike with the Torque Clan. I'm going to bring to you a commentary video of a competitive 2 versus 2 game battles match. This is featuring myself and I'm Flex. However, Flex is using a different gamer tag, which is that Neptune 6. This is one of his secondary gamer tags. I just want to break down some competitive gameplay because we're going to be doing this 2 versus 2 tournament coming up on Monday. And I wanted to give some of you guys a little bit of advice, or maybe just kind of, you know, maybe you can pick up some tips or tricks from my video. I do play a lot of competitive. I play a lot of game battles. I will say I play more game battles than I play normal online matches. The reason why I love competitive gameplay is just, for one, it's just I can play to what caters to how I like to play, which I mean I don't have to play with noob tubes. I don't have to play against people wearing flak jacket or vest. I don't have to worry about UAVs, any of that stuff, and that's why I really enjoy competitive gameplay. Not to mention, I'm just an overall very competitive person, and I like to win. You know, but I hope to bring you guys a couple of tips and tricks, so I just want to explain what's going on here. This is a 2 versus 2 on Outpost. We lost second map, we won first map, so this is the tiebreaker map. We always play best of 3. You have to win 2 out of 3 maps to win. So this is the tiebreaker map, and we're playing against a pretty decent team. Their record was like 21-3. Or like 36-4. I can't really recall because we played nothing but good teams today. Unfortunately, we won. Our current record is 40 wins and 4 losses, and we're ranked in the low 70s or high 60s. So we're hoping to get to the top page by next weekend if we get some time to play. Like I said, this team was good. We're good. They are good. So here we are on third map, and we're going try-hard mode. What I mean is we're going to be playing close proximity to each other. And the reason why we do that, this is one of the important things about playing competitive, especially 2 versus 2 doubles. You want to play close proximity on certain maps and on certain rounds, such as offense or defense. And what I mean is you want to be close to your teammate. When I say close, I don't mean 5 to 6 in-game feet, but to the point where if he gets in a gunfight and he gets killed, I can almost instantaneously turn around and kill the guy that killed him, either from a different angle or something. I got to be able to get that pickup kill. That's very important in 2 versus 2 because if it's a 1 versus 1 scenario, it's not so bad. If it's a 1 versus 2 scenario, it's still not as bad as a 1 versus 4 scenario in team. But if I can get that initial pickup kill and wax that first guy that kills my teammate, it makes it a little bit easier to do that 1 versus 1 clutch. Because by then, you know, the guys you're playing against are kind of sweating. They're like, okay, we were up 2-1. You know, we had it. Now we're down to 1-1. Now it's even. And that's just one of those things. Real quick, I want to talk about my loadout, my guns, my perks, my attachments. I like to use 3 specific guns in competitive gameplays. These are my, what I call, in God I trust guns, or, you know, in my ACR I trust, if you've ever seen those little images and graphics. But basically, I use the ACR, the MP7, or the PP90. I don't really use any other guns. All 5 of my classes in private match are set up with those guns, with the exception I might put a sniper rifle on every now and then just for like specific maps, because I do try to pick off people on maps like Arcaden, Bakara, those maps where you can kind of like pick people off from the spawn. But on all my guns, I use range as the attachments, except for the ACR. On the ACR, I do use focus. Unless I'm playing hardcore, I'll use kick or impact. But the MP7 and the PP90, I always use range, especially the PP90, because the PP90 has almost like little to no range. Additionally, the perks that I'm going to use 1 of 2 perks for the first perk. I'm either going to use Extreme Conditioning or Sleight of Hand. Mostly I use Extreme Conditioning, especially in 2 versus 2, because, you know, you don't really need to reload as fast as you would in a team-based scenario. So I use Extreme Conditioning because I prefer to, you know, get to choke points in the map before my enemy does. This is a pretty good kill. My second choice for my second perk tier is I always use Quick Draw, but I always leave 1 class that has Assassin, just in the event that the team we're playing against uses a Thermal. I do keep 1 class with Assassin. But other than that, all my classes have quick draws because stuns and grenades are very useful in competitive gameplays. My third perk tier is always Dead Silence, of course. Most competitive gameplays, most game battles matches, you're not going to be able to use Sit Rep Pro you're not going to be able to use recon, that kind of stuff. Also, there's no kill streaks in competitive gameplay. I mean, you can enable them, but most people don't play kill streaks, so there's no reason to have like blind eye and that kind of stuff. That's pretty much what I used for my loadout. Here we got this offense round. We picked that first guy off initially. We should have won this round. We messed up. We separated, and he was able to pick us up both off at the same time. But I also want to talk about competitive gameplay as far as competitive gameplay versus regular online matches. The people you're playing against in competitive gameplay are going to be good. Unless they're just like brand new to Gamebattles, which you do get that every so often. But for the most part, you're going to play people that are always wearing headsets, that actually have some gun skills, and I mean, you're going to have to try. I mean, the headsets is one of the key things. If you don't have a headset and you're trying to play competitive, it's going to be really hard for you to have an advantage over your teammates and your enemies. Especially if they're like big sound whores like myself. Like, I mean, for example, my headset, I use the Triton AX720s. I've had the Astros, I've had Turtle Beaches, but out of all the headsets I've tried, my favorite have always been the Triton AX720s. And many of my friends and my partners can attest to the fact that I'm a huge sound whore, especially on maps like Arcaden, Hard Hat. These maps are like really key sound whore maps. Outposts, certain parts of the map are sound whorish. Another thing about Outpost, while I'm talking about maps, is I freaking hate Outpost. I really do hate this map, especially for team gameplay, because it's so one-sided. Look how far the bombs are inside the defense area. All the defense players can get to the bomb sites before the offense team, so the offense team has to penetrate some sort of line of defense. So if the defense has a good setup, they're going to win. There's no reason to ever lose a round on defense for Outpost. I just wanted to say that. What else do I want to talk about in competitive gameplay? When you're playing competitive gameplay, you want to play with someone that you know. You want to play with people that you communicate well with. You want to play with people that help you out. This is a theory that I have. If your teammate is in a gunfight, you need to go to that gunfight and help him out. If you can save him, even if all you do is run up and start spraying your gun in the general direction of the enemy, it might scare your enemy away. And that'll save your partner's life, and he can go and recharge his health, and then you guys can regroup and do whatever you want to do. That's just something I like to do. But like I said, I also want to stay in close proximity with your teammate. Like I said, not too close, because you'll both get picked off, or you'll both get fried, or something like that. So this is the 3-2 round. We're winning 3, they have 2. This is third map, so I'm going to play very careful this last round. I'm going to sit here, I'm going to camp this corner. I'm going to see if any of them get ballsy and try to push us. I don't want to go 3-3, so if they win this round, they would have 3, and then we would have 3, and then all the faith will be left in one last round. So I do go try-hard mode. I'm waiting, I'm camping, and that's the thing that I told one of my friends the other day. Gamebattles, there's no shame. I mean, there really is no shame. As long as you're not, like, cheating, there's no shame. You can camp all you want. You can sit in a corner and just aim down sight until, like, the last 12 seconds and go plant the bomb. If that's what you want to do, you can do that. So what happened here is, I just saw him kill my teammate, and he ran back away from A bomb. I figured, hey, he's going to go plant B bomb, so I'm going to sneak plant the bomb real fast to A. So I was able to get the bomb plant off, and once I got that bomb plant off, I was pretty confident I was going to get this win, because this is one of those maps that you can just really control the bomb after you plant it. So I'm sitting here. I'm having my partner look behind me in third-person mode, because he's already dead, which, by the way, in Black Ops 2 is going to be disabled for competitive gameplay. You're not going to be able to third-person. Just some FYI. But I'm sitting here, I hear him pick up the bomb, and what I do when I hear people pick up the bomb, I always count in my head. I know it takes 7.5 seconds to defuse it, so I count 1, 2, 3, 4. I rush out, I shoot at him, I miss, but it takes him off the bomb, and the bomb timer's counting down, it's about to detonate, so he has no choice but to try to pick it up and defuse it. And when he does, he gets waxed. But, you know, this was a pretty good game. You know, I did pretty decent. Good teamwork, good gameplay. I hope you guys can take a little bit from this video and apply it to the tournament that we're having on Monday night. I look forward to seeing you guys there, and I look forward to seeing who's going to win. Alright, thanks for watching, guys.